Aquarius, what's up? Thank you so much for joining me. This is Morning Air Tarot. I just need to take a few seconds and say to you guys how grateful I am and appreciative I am for you guys giving me an opportunity last month and this month, checking out my readings, liking, subscribing, commenting, all of those things. I feel so thrilled, and my first month of YouTubing has been really successful because of all of you. So Aquarius, this is going to be your March 2018 love reading. I've reflected on your energy and I've laid out your spread just like last month. Your past, your energy coming into March, your past, present, future, and your energy coming out into April. So with that being said, I want to give you guys your reading. So Aquarius, just to recap on last month, we were in a situation where for those of us that were coupled or even dating, it felt like you couldn't get on the same page with your partner or the love interest that you had or have. And it just felt like there was a lot of miscommunication and you wanted so badly to be on the same kind of playing field as them. It also felt in some ways as though you kind of thought you were being attacked, like you weren't able to do things correctly. It felt like you may have always been wrong, and just kind of a heavy energy, but you sincerely wanted the best for this relationship. So coming into March, by the way, my 8 Mile ensemble right now is basically how I look every night. And my husband's like, oh, you have a YouTube channel now. Like, you should really, like, spruce yourself up. And I'm like, for who? Because this is how I do. I come home from work every day, take my makeup off, take all the nice clothes off that I wear, and I get in my Slim Shady 8 Mile hair in a bun, makeup off, acne swinging off a chandelier. This real, boo. That's how you're going to get your reading. Can't be anybody else but me, and y'all shouldn't be either. So starting out with the Fool card, I really enjoy this energy for you guys. So you're coming into the month with a new, fresh outlook on life. Some of you could be getting or wanting to be on a clean slate with somebody from the past, but this is a very optimistic take on life and an approach on life, and it's very sincere, it's very genuine, and I don't think for any of you guys there's any bad intentions or ill will at all. This is a very positive card, and this is a feel-good kind of energy because people around you feel good right now when you feel good. So our past, we've got the 2 of Swords in reversed, followed by the 7 of Swords in the upright, followed by the 6 of Rods. Okay. So the 2 of Rods in the reverse, this is talking about not rushing into making a hasty decision on a relationship. So not rushing into the relationship, giving it time that it needs to make the right choice. Because you guys are an air sign like myself, I see these swords and I think about thoughts, obviously, and I think that you guys may have had to make a decision. You thought about it long and hard. You weighed the pros and the cons of a relationship you were currently in. For others of you, this could indicate as well having several different options. So it could have been somebody that you were with that you may have just, because the moon is also in this card too, if you guys can see it. I know it's reversed, but the moon's right there. It could have been this is something that the light got shed on for some of you, and you didn't have any knowledge that this person may have had multiple options and you were just one of their choices. And or it could have been you having a choice to make. You were kind of stuck. Then we've got the 7 of Swords. And a lot of people think that this card is like the thief in the night, takes everything and tries to sneak away. And I'm not saying it's not. I just think that the way that this card is illustrated looks very different to me in this deck than most other decks. So the 7 of Swords, this is saying that this could be potential like trust issues that you had with somebody from the past. This could be somebody having trust issues with you. It could be that you guys had it from a prior relationship, brought it into this relationship, and then it kind of just made shit like go cray. For those of you that are single currently, It could indicate that you didn't have anything that really jumped out to you. You could have been dealing with people that may not have been wanting a serious commitment, and it was like every time you really enjoyed somebody's company or you did want to spend time with them, it never amounted to anything that you truly wanted it to. But I do get the sense more that if this is regarding somebody from the past and wanting to, you had to let them go after you made a decision about them, that you certainly, you or they took as much as they could carry, but had to leave pieces of that behind. You didn't take your whole heart with you, and or they didn't take their whole heart with them, if that makes sense. The Six of Rods in the upright. I like this card, but I will say that just the way that your cards have fallen out in your spread, I get the sense of this like egotistical person. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and no, I'm not saying that fire signs are egotistical. I'm just saying that this person is, yes, feels very victorious, feels very confident, but I could easily say that this means that you left a situation and you felt very confident about your decision and parting ways from it. It could also mean that the other person felt very confident. But I get the sense more that if this was somebody who was being shady with you in the past, and they did have all of these multiple options, and then they had like their own trust issues and they weren't able to commit or whatever scenario it was, this person to me, just in this kind of read, feels like the type of person that needs to be sought after, requires that kind of attention, requires everyone to like drop the mic every time they walk in the room. And although certainly it could go the route that you feel very good and very happy as you have ventured away from a relationship that may not have been successful for you, and or you made the choice to stay in your relationship and it's now blossoming and it's successful and you're moving forward. I do feel as though there could be an egotistical type of person in the mix, whether that is a little bit of your energy or somebody else's energy. In the present, we've got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, followed by the Ace of Pentacles in the upright, followed by Judgment. Here's why I say that. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse is talking about learning about what it means to be in a relationship. It's not the quid pro quo of like, I do for you, you do for me. If I love you this way, you got to do X, Y, and Z. Like, you in the present moment are learning about that. And I want to say that for some of you, this is a general reading. It's not going to apply to everybody. But for some of you, dealing with somebody in the past who made you have these trust issues, they were wanting different things, their expectations, like you always felt like at the end of the day, it was like, why, how am I always wrong? Like, how is everything I do wrong? You're learning now that that is not how the relationship is supposed to work. It's supposed to be very, of course, not a relationship is always going to be balanced. I don't mean to say that, but I do mean to say that that's a relationship is not like you scratch my back, I scratch yours. Like, there's always going to be sacrifice. There's always going to be necessary change that has to happen. You can't just have somebody in your life who wants to ignore all of those things. This is also saying, though, that this is a natural need for you to have security in your relationships. This is needing to take a closer look at yourself and your relationships, whether you're single, you're in a relationship, or you're working towards being in a relationship, and or you are contemplating thinking about getting back with somebody from the past. You need to say, this is what I require from love, and I'm not doing this again in this same way. I've learned from it, and I'm going to go ahead and use that to better myself in my next relationship and or with this person again. Then you've got the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. So very similar to the Fool energy you guys were coming in with. This is saying that this is abundance, this is prosperity, this is a new beginning of sorts. This is a very balanced and grounded energy. Even though this is a love reading, this is saying that For some of you out there, you could be having a wonderful turn of events in your career. Some of you guys might be getting a raise, a promotion. So this is really fantastic. It's almost like once you've gone through this mental sorting of what it is that you require and what it is that you don't require, it's almost like the saying, like, when you stop looking for love, love comes looking for you. So it's the same mentality. What you're putting out into the atmosphere is exactly what you're getting back. And then you've got the Judgment card in the upright. So for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, you will be getting a chance to rekindle something from the past. And you will need to decide. And it is because of this thinking, it is because of your past situation with, like, knowing that you can't make hasty decisions, knowing that you need to take a deeper look in the present moment. You're very grounded. You've got Pentacles here, so you're feeling very balanced, and or you also could be dealing with an earth sign of Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. But this to me means that you guys will make the right decision this time. It'll be very correct, and it'll be a transformation internally inside of you. Judgment is also something that is inspiring for yourself to be able to transcend into what it is that you want to be for your relationship. In our future, we've got the Five of Pentacles in reversed, followed by the Tower, followed by the Ace of Cups. So with the Five of Pentacles in the reversed, I definitely feel like for some of you, you felt extremely held back in love, and it could have been because of this past relationship. If this person was juggling options and you were like, bitch, I didn't know I was an option. And now you've got these trust issues. And or you are being held back from this past person just in general, like you've decided to move away from them and something keeps pulling you back. It's because there wasn't a closure here for some of you. And this is saying that there needs to be an ending to that. There needs to be a completion, and whether this Judgment is for you or they to come back and say, you know, you hurt me. This is what happened, and I need to put rest to this so that way I can get the love that I want to get. I can be successful in the future. I can find somebody who is right for me. Then you're met with the Tower card. And I love this card. For some of you, you could be dealing with a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. But I love this card. And Leo had this in their reading. So if you are dealing with a fire sign, a Leo in particular, you may want to go check out their reading. This card is earth-shaking for your life. It's going to change everything up then to help you build for the future and help you grow. This card is a mirror. Basically, this person is falling out of the window. Here's their reflection. This is a mirror of yourself. This is an opportunity for you to take a look at what you're bringing to the table, what you're not bringing to the table. This is an opportunity for you to speak your truth with the moon here in the corner, illuminating whatever wasn't working for you in the past. And perhaps that's what you're needing to do. Perhaps this is with the past, that you're needing to get that shit cleared out, your energy, in order to progress, because then you're coming in with the Ace of Cups. So you guys could be getting a love offer, and or after this moment, after this aha moment of the whole world crashing down, you rebuild. Just like in nature, things die to be rebuilt. We die, we sacrifice all the time to be rebuilt, and to change internally. And I said the same thing for Leo. That is what the Tower card to me is all about. And you guys are left with this amazing abundance. You're opening up the floodgates once you get real with yourself and this person, if that's the issue. And then leaving March into April, you're with the Moon card in the upright. And what I enjoy so much about this is you're not at this tower anymore. You're seeing it from a different standpoint. It's like you're taking the lessons that you learned from that tower moment and you're standing further back. And the moon is at that pivotal point in the sky where it takes up everything. And it's the illumination that you're going into the next month with, realizing that you need to speak your truth and you need to illuminate. There needs to not be any secrets. There needs to not be any more of this. If it's insecurity that's holding you back, and it's this these trust issues that are holding you back, you're coming forth with that. And the moon card is also a very emotional sign as well. So you may find emotional card as well. You may find yourself feeling very emotional, but you're emotional because you're cleansing, and you're doing what's best for your soul. And so I think whatever this is, if this is a new opportunity for you guys, this is you healing yourself from the past. You've got somebody from the past that's wanting to come back, or you wanting to come back to them. The first thing that you need to do is be able to sit with yourself and revitalize what is important to you, where you think you lost yourself, and how to get back to that. So Aquarius, that is your March 2018 love reading. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys next month.